So the first thing I'm going to do is look on each side for like terms. So positive 1 and negative 5 make negative 4. Bring down 3p. Bring down negative 16 and positive 6p. Now I'm going to look for my smallest variable. So this is my smallest variable. So I'm going to do the inverse, which is negative 3p on both sides. 3p minus 3p, that makes 0. I'm going to bring down my negative 4. Bring down my equal sign. Bring down my negative 16. And 6p minus 3p is positive 3p. So now I'm going to eliminate the constant from the side that the variable is on by adding 16. Negative 4 plus 16 is positive 12. This makes 0. Bring down 3p, and then I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient of 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so that equals 1p. Okay, on the left side I have like terms. 3x plus 7x makes 10x. On the right side I have distributive property. So 2 times 5x is 10x, and 2 times 1 is 2. I'm looking for the smallest variable. It looks like they're actually both exactly the same, which tells me that this is probably going to have either no solution or infinitely many solution, excuse me. So I am going to subtract 10x on both sides, and sure enough, both of my variables now make 0. So when that happens, I look at the statement that is left. On the left side, I have positive 1 equals, on the right side, I have a 2. So I ask myself, is this statement true? Is 1 equal to 2? And we all know that 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, this has no solution. Okay, on number 3, the left side has nothing for me to do, but the right side does have some distributive property. So 7 times 8a is 56a, and 7 times negative 1 is negative 7. I'm going to bring down my equal sign and the entire expression on the left side. I'm now going to look for my smallest variable. That would be the negative 5a. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add 5a to both sides. So I'm going to bring down the negative 7. This makes 0. 56a plus 5a is 61a. And I'm going to bring down that negative 7. Okay, so now I want to get rid of the constant that's over here with the variable. I want that variable isolated. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. And on the right side, I have 61a. So don't get this confused with when our variables make 0. When your constant makes 0, that's okay. I can still divide both sides by this coefficient, and 0 divided by 61 is 0. So 0 is equal to a. Okay, on the left side, these are not like terms. We don't have any distributive properties, so I'm just bringing that down. On the right side, I need to distribute that negative 2. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 7n is positive 14n. I'm looking for the smallest variable. They're both the same. So that tells me this does not have one solution. It either has no solution or infinitely many. So let's see what I'm left with after I subtract 14n from both sides. This makes 0. Bring down my 34. Bring down my negative 2, and this makes 0. So I look at the statement that I have left. 34 is equal to negative 2. We know that 34 is not equal to negative 2. Therefore, this has no solution. Okay, on the left side, I need to distribute 1/2 times 10x. Half of 10 is 5, so that makes 5x. 1/2 times 6. half of 6 is 3. On the right side, I have 1/4 times 16x. Remember that when I multiply by 1/4, it's the same as dividing by 4th. I want to know what 1/4 of 16 is. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that's 4x. 1/4 of negative 20 is the same as negative 20 divided by 4, which is negative 5. I look for my smallest variable, that would be this 4x, so I'm going to subtract that from both sides. 5x minus 4x is 1x. Bring down that positive 3. This makes 0. Bring down that negative 5. So now I'm going to eliminate the constant that is next to the variable by doing the opposite. I'm going to bring down x. This makes 0. Bring down my equal sign, and negative 5 and negative 3 makes negative 8. Therefore, my final answer is x equals negative 8.